Mr. Crawford, are you there?
It's actually Robert Blau. I joined this firm, Doug Crawford's firm. I'm appearing on his behalf, Judge.
Well, welcome, Mr. Blau, and congratulations on your move.
Thank you, I hope.
He says he's purchased a beautiful office. Are you in that beautiful office right now?
I am.
Is it as beautiful as he says?
Everything is as beautiful as he says. It is a nice building.
All right. Do you know, Mr. Crawford, last time we had a status check, was going to get the recommendations from Dr. Holland, and then he was going to be a little more advised as to what his client was going to do, whether we're going to set this for a trial or continue.
Correct.
So, do you know what the intent is or where we're at?
Yeah, I can bring you up to date, and then we have, in fact, received all three parts of the Holland report. There was the original report, then I believe you required an addendum with more of an explanation. For some reason, that was divided up into two parts, but your clerk sent that to me a few days ago, so we've reviewed those. I've had an opportunity to talk to our client about that. My request, Your Honor, and I'm new to this case, and I know you want to move this along, is that I just got to speak. I just joined the firm on Monday, and I would like, we could do two things. I would either like to set it for one more status check so I can seriously engage the possibility of settling with Ms. Perry and Joshua, or an alternative, if you've had enough of these, let's set it for trial and we'll still make an effort to settle the case. I don't know if we'll be successful. I know that she is aware of Dr. Holland's recommendations, but without going into detail, obviously that's something that we would explore. Let's put it that way.
I actually think Ms. Perry was, due to the fact that you guys were new to the case, open to that idea. I think I was more pushing for the matter to get set for trial sooner than later, because this is a case, and I realize you guys are new on the case. And I realized there was a delay till we got the evaluation done, and this, that, and the other. But it's a case that's been filed since June of 2017. So, Ms. Perry, I guess I'll ask you, are you fine with a continuance, and how long would you like the continuance to be?
I have no problem with the continuance as long as we're working towards settlement.
I agree. That's my proviso as well, because if you hit a point, and not to throw you under the bus or Mr. Crawford under the bus, Mr. Blau, but if she gets the feeling it's not going nowhere, and sometimes I know it's the client, but if it's not really going anywhere, I prefer to get the matter set. But I will let you know, most of my trial dates are filled through almost November and December, so even then it would be January. So if we end up setting a status check date in December, my guess is I still would have some trial dates in January, because I think we slow down come the first of the year.
I think you to be congratulated on trial dates in January. I have no problem with that. I was thinking about, and I agree, I don't want to waste any time. If we're not making progress towards settlement, then by all means. My thought is one more extension for 30 days if we could do it telephonic, and if not, if we still had days available in January or maybe even early February, we would set it for a firm day.
The only problem I have with this, and I don't know if you recognize my voice when we last talked, Your Honor, but I had just found out that my sister was terminal with her liver cancer. And that's getting around the time where she could possibly be passing.
Well,
I couldn't hear everything that was said, by the way. I did hear some kind of recurrence of cancer for your sister. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what was indicated. But let's set it, and I'll let both of you know. As long as you're actively working toward it, you both have great reputations with this court. Either one of you can call, and it'll be in the minutes. Call my law clerk or JEA if we're getting close to November 7th. The only reason we would call it is, again, we'll call it calendar call, would be if it's absolutely going forward. But if in fact you both know whether it's actually getting closer to resolution, or it's farther apart, or it can't get resolved. Or if for some reason you're out of town with your family, Miss Perry, that's a reason to bump it out a couple weeks. But for right now, let's do another telephonic, we'll call it calendar call, November 7th at 3:30. And again, noting that either one of you can bump it out a little bit further if there's issues that someone's not going to be in town, or you just need a little more time to work it out.
Okay.
Okay.
And again, we'll take your word for it if you contact us on the 7th saying it's resolved, we're just passing back and forth decrees, and we'll take your word for it and actually vacate after that.
Okay. So the only thing set right now, though, is the November 7th at 3:30 calendar call / telephonic
calendar
status.
call. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. You guys have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
All right. You too, sir.
All right. Okay. Bye.
Bye.